Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Buchi and excuse my expression. This is the second time I'm recording this video and I know it might not be as authentic as the initial one, but I'm gonna try my best and make it as interesting as possible. I recorded this video earlier today and it's currently night time. Anyways, I'm sure you have seen the title of this video. My doctor drugged me. There is no part of that statement, that sentence that is untrue. My doctor actually drugged me. He overdosed me. I'm making this video because I put out a poll on Instagram asking you guys to decide which topic you guys want to hear about from me, and 71% of you guys actually chose this topic. I'm like, okay, I guess we have a story time on our hands. So yes, I'm making this video for all you 71% and every other person who needs this video. So going straight into it, let's not ramble. Yes, my doctor drugged me because of reasons best known to him. To me, it was impatience and lack of empathy. This video will be very important to anyone, any adult living with sickle cell and you still haven't got the hang of everything happening to you. It's a lot we go through. So I would not blame people who just cannot think of anything when they are dealing with the pain. I understand. I was once like that. It's my inquisitive nature that got me to where I am today about certain things I will talk about in this video. First of all, if you're a spouse of someone living with sickle cell, a sibling of someone living with sickle cell, a parent of someone living with sickle cell, or you yourself are living with sickle cell, a friend of someone living with sickle cell, you should actually show them this video because this is something that would help them, because it has helped me so far. So what do I mean? When we have sickle cell crisis, at least let me speak for myself this time around. When I have sickle cell crisis, it depends on the intensity and severity of the pain I'm feeling at the moment. There are different kinds of drugs that work. I can feel a certain kind of pain and I'm rushed to the hospital and my doctor will be like, oh, okay, what do you want? I mean, I've created like that relationship with a few doctors. Not all doctors believe that we are in pain. Not all doctors care that you are in pain. Some doctors are bad that once they see a black person coming in the name of sickle cell or you are in excruciating pain, they believe you just want narcotics just to get high of it. I don't know the craziness going on in their brain for them to think that, or if it's just the stupid racism affecting them mentally. But yes, it happens. So in situations like that, you should know what works for you and not just feel, oh, because I'm in the hospital, this person is going to care for me, that person. No. Sometimes you're not going to meet the best of doctors there. Sometimes you're not going to meet the best of nurses there. So you should know what works for you and you should know the dosage of what works for you. Like I said, it depends on the intensity and severity of the pain you are going through at that moment. That leads me on to the topic on itself. This situation happened less than 5 months ago to me, and it was not something I was prepared for. Well, I was prepared for it, but this crisis was it's one of the worst I've had in my entire life. It's in the top 5 of the worst crises I've had my entire life. So I was not in a place psychologically or mentally to say I want to start. Okay, normally before they give me any IV or anything, I always ask, what are you giving me? How many milligrams are you giving me? why this milligram, why you get that kind of thing. I always do that because I know what works for me. Sometimes they want to keep pumping in Dilaudid and I'm like, okay, no, how about we try this, how about we try that, you get, because I know all these things already. So it's good to familiarize yourself with it. So on this particular visit to the hospital, I was in severe pain, like I was in chronic pain. I was rushed to the ER and I was there for almost 24 hours, not full 24 hours. I was there for almost 24 hours, and when they saw that my condition wasn't improving per se, they had to admit me fully into the hospital itself. So when I got admitted into the hospital, the first doctor I got was a really nice doctor. That one cared, because when it comes to sickle cell crisis, it's not every time narcotics. Yes, narcotics helps, but sometimes there are other things you can improvise and do in place of giving narcotics that would at least soothe the pain and will help reduce the dose of narcotics or whatever meds you're pumping into that patient. So my first doctor, like I said, was really amazing. He was just, yeah, amazing. He helped with hot blankets, increased the I don't know, is it the gauge of volume or whatever of the oxygen I was having and all of that. And it was good, but it wasn't improving. Things were not just moving forward. It was so bad. Like, this crisis was so bad. I was scared. Everybody was scared. Even my parents back at home were scared. So after that, I don't know what happened. I was transferred to another department, and then in this department I had a new doctor. Now this is the demon human form I was paired up with. This guy did not care. All he cared about was, it's like he didn't just have the patient. It's like, you know, telling someone who is not ready to be somewhere to be doing things that, okay, you know what, I'm not just ready to be here. Just, okay, this meds work, just keep pumping it. So the pain started spreading, and if you are familiar with sickle cell crisis, the pain always spreads. Like, it can be here today, it's here tomorrow, it's at the back, like, it spreads. You can't say, okay, this is what to expect during a sickle cell crisis. No, because it is spreading. So this guy decided, oh, okay, what dosage am I on, what am I taking? I was like, oh, it's good. So he felt, I don't think he's experienced, or he was experienced with sickle cell, or maybe he was and he's just an MF, to be honest. And then he was like, okay, let's just keep giving her this something that's supposed to be every 5 hours. It was like, oh, every 4 hours. But the pain was still not reducing. Normally, other doctors were like, okay, let's run other tests and find out, okay, maybe there's no infection, because if you know about sickle cell, you know, certain, like, I can't stay around people coughing. I can't stay in anywhere that is untidy. Like, I can get infection easily from the most random things. He didn't do any tests though. He didn't do any of those things. He just kept pumping me with meds. And I was in so much pain at this point. I was not my usual self that would, before you put anything in me, before you give me anything, I would always ask. Like, people that know me, people that have seen me in the hospital will tell you. Even in my pain, when the pain is not too much, I would ask, what are you giving me? How many, what's the milligram? What's the dose that am I supposed to take? Why are you giving me this milligram? Like, what's this supposed to do? I would ask you. Some nurses, when they see me, they're like, oh yeah, she's here again. Because I would always ask, because I want to know what's going into me. And then this doctor just did not have the patience for it. Like, he would go on, like, is it row count, I mean, word count, whatever. And you know how when the doctors come in to see their patients, and oh, okay, you're still in pain, oh, don't worry, they'll just increase the dosage. Oh, don't worry, they'll just increase the dosage. Oh, don't worry, they'll just increase the dose. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, what's going on? So there was this particular day, I think this was like the 5th day, and things were just not getting any better. So he decided, okay, let's try this dosage. Normally what happens is, if you've been on Dilaudid, I think that's what they call it, I don't know, they switch it up. Okay, let's try this, let's try that, let's go away from Dilaudid. You get people that know what I'm talking about, once again, know what I'm talking about. But no, this heifer decided to continue on that dilaudid, but then kept increasing the dosage. Do you know what that thing is? And I was in so much pain that I couldn't even think to even say, I just needed the pain. I just needed a miracle to happen so that the pain even leaves. The last thing I could remember before everything just went boom over the roof was I was in excruciating pain. I was literally crying. And I called the nurse. I'm like, I don't know what is wrong. Something is wrong this time around. It doesn't take this long before I get relief from this pain. She's like, are you using your oxygen? I said, yes, I'm using it. Oh, should I get you more warm? I say, it's not warm blanket that is doing me right now. I need something for this pain. And she was like, she understands, but she doesn't know why. I mean, it's been so long, this, that. I'm like, okay, just call the doctor. I felt, okay, this human will see me and think, okay, use your sense. You said you went to medical school. Use your sense at least. And think that, okay, this is a situation where I should use everything I learned and do something reasonable that would help my patient. But oh no, when he came, oh, you still in pain? Don't worry. Like, he barely spent 2 minutes. That's even 2 minutes. He just, oh, you still, oh, don't worry, no, I'll just tell them to increase the dosage. At that point, I was in so much pain that if increasing the dosage would help, then at least let's see what he wanted to do. I didn't know when this human said increase dosage. I didn't know. I didn't know he wanted to kill his mother. Like, shame me. After that, I noticed the nurse came back very quickly, and she was like, don't worry, this should make you fine. This should make you fine. And normally when they give you these IV meds, like for me at least, because I'm not used to all these strong pain meds. I mean, I take it when I go to the hospital when I'm in severe crisis. I hate it because of the effect they have on me. If I don't have to take it, I don't take it. So when they give me, normally it knocks me out, but at least I'm awake. I just get knocked out for like a few seconds. I'm like, oh, okay, you get that kind of thing. This one, immediately she pushed it in. Hey, I literally, like, I was blanking out, like everything in me was just going. And she's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, but she's like, yeah, don't worry, this one will make you fine. It will make you fine. I said, okay. After I said okay, I slept. I think I slept for like a few minutes and I woke up again, but I was still feeling pain. But it had reduced, like if it was at a 10, it had reduced to like an 8. So apparently after the doctor had written that medication to be given to me, he actually wrote that, okay, I go take some x-rays and other tests and all of that to find out why by this time it has still not gone. But when I woke up from that nap or sleep or whatever I will call it, I noticed I was not myself. Like, I just felt off. You know, it's like just noticing, it's like my hairs were crawling on my body. You don't understand. My hairs were crawling. It was like my head was swelling. I just felt different. I just felt like, okay, this is not me, you get. So after that, the nurse came, oh, we need to take you to they put me in the stroller or whatever because I couldn't walk. I couldn't even open my eyes properly. I was like a proper junkie. Like, you know, when you watch movies of someone who overdoses, that's how I was. And in my mind, I was like, what's going on? As they were wheeling me down the halls, so, you know, when you watch horror movies, those hospital scenes that they were wheeling them in the hallway, it just felt super long. It felt like I was hallucinating. I have never experienced that in my life. Literally never. So when I got to the x-ray place, all I kept saying was, I'm not okay, something is wrong, I'm not okay, something is wrong. When I got to the place of the x-ray, my body, it was like ants were crawling all over my body. I started acting like, literally, like pulling my head, doing crazy things. The white woman, I think she bought her husband for extra or something. So my bed was here and Diaz was here. I noticed she was looking at me, and after a while she just moved. And the next thing I heard her say was, "Oh, this is so sad. I mean, they should have taken this poor girl to the psychiatric. She's obviously not okay." But at that point, I couldn't even do anything. I could just, someone that was not too far from me, but it felt like I was hearing it in a distance. So I was like, at that moment, I could not do anything. I was just crawling all over the bed, you know, like hospital bed now. I was just crawling like, hey. In my mind, I was like, and I was the only one there at that point. So one of the nurses there at that time was really, the nurse there rather, he was really nice. So he came to me, I was like, "Are you okay? What are you here for?" He looked at my chart and all of that. I'm like, I want to pee. So when they brought the, you know, that bedpan, whatever, for me to pee, I just puked. Immediately I puked, I just passed out. And apparently after I passed out, I slept for like 3 hours. When I woke up, I noticed there was nobody there again. It was just me. They had changed the nurses there because I noticed, okay, the person there was not the person I met in the beginning. And then the other nurse came towards me. I was like, "Are you okay? You've woken up." I'm like, "What am I here for?" I couldn't remember what I was there for. I couldn't remember why I was there. I couldn't remember how I got there. I was like, "What am I here for?" And he was like, "Oh, you're here for the x-ray. We're waiting for you to wake up. How are you feeling now? Can you tell us what happened earlier?" I'm like, "I don't know what happened earlier, but I think I vomited, right? Or did I pee?" They're like, "No, I think you vomited, you threw up and all of that." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "So have they done the x-ray?" They said no, that they were waiting for me to wake up. So I said, "Okay." So they were, like I said, there were 2 nurses there now. So the lady came and she was a black, I think mixed, but mostly black. So she came, she's like, "Oh girl, what happened?" And I told her, I was like, "This is what has been happening and this is what this doctor did." The few things I could remember, I told her, and she was like, "Ooh, do I know who the doctor is?" I couldn't remember his name because his name is all them I don't know what I just did there, but yeah, just kind of names I couldn't remember. So she checked. I'm like, it should be somewhere on one of the reports the doctor wrote for me to come to the x-ray. And then she checked it, and she just looked at the guy, and the guy looked at and they're like maybe it's normal practice for that doctor or something. And he was like, "Wow, this is messed up, this, that." But she couldn't say anything, and she just walked away. She was like, "Don't worry, you'll be fine." They wheeled me in. I went to do the x-ray, and then I went back to my room. So when I got to my room, I called for my nurse, one really nice Filipino lady. I'm like, "What's the name of the doctor?" She was like, "Why?" She sounded very timid and all of that. I'm like, "What milligram did he give me? How many milligram did he give me?" She told me, and she was looking really concerned. And she's like, "I'm sorry, but I don't want to get into any trouble." I'm like, "You're not getting into any trouble, but you noticed what happened, right?" So yeah, she knows, but it's what the doctor writes she has to give. I'm like, "You can't say it's what the doctor writes you have to give. What if I had gone crazy? Like, I literally was mental for how long? If I wasn't put under control, probably if I didn't puke, my enemy would have been in the psychiatric hospital, because you have to follow what one doctor is writing. You know that was wrong, and you saw that dosage was just way too high." He's like, "Yeah, but that doctor, he's this, he's that. She doesn't want to get into it, because if I report, they'll ask who was the nurse on duty." And then I reasoned with her, because she was really nice. Like, even before that whole incident happened, since I got to that department, she's been really nice, she's been really sweet. So I just said, "You know what, let me leave it." When I talked to family, to people around me, they were like, "You know what, just let it go. At least you're fine now, you're better." and all of that. But after that day, I was still in the hospital. I was still feeling pain. And the next day when the doctor came, I was like, no, I don't want to see him. I need them to change my doctor for me because I can't be doing this. Like, it's just not gonna work. So they changed him, and that's how I got better and got out of that hospital. My point is, as someone living with sickle cell, you need to know your doses. You need to know your medications. Like I said in the beginning, depends on the severity of pain you are having. That will determine the dose you're gonna take or the kind of medication you're gonna take. And don't expect that because you are going to one hospital, whether it's abroad or not abroad, there are still very flimsy, lousy, nonchalant doctors out here, and nurses too. So we need to educate ourselves and make ourselves aware and try as much as possible. I know it's very, very, very hard, especially when we're going through all that pain, but at the same time we just need to try, because I have made it my job that this is my life. I will not let somebody come and spoil my life and turn me to a mad person when it's not running in my family line. So be mental, all because you are very lazy or whatever to do your job properly. So this is something we need to educate ourselves about, and be watchful, not just think, oh, because the doctor says, watch how a particular drug reacts to your body, so that if they give you something else that they say is that same thing, the reaction is different, you can either know, okay, yeah, it may be that same thing, but it's probably a different milligram and all of that. So yeah, that's my story of how I got drugged by my doctor. I have so many stories that have happened to me based on living with sickle cell anemia. It's been a roller coaster. And at the end of the day, when all these things happen, in the moment it's like, Lord, if I didn't have the sickle cell now, all this would not happen. But then after it happens, I sit there and I laugh about it, and I'm like, okay, this is something I can sit down and laugh about now. But in the moment, it was not funny at all. Like, I've had times where I literally went for an interview. Hi, if you want me to tell that story, just let me know down below. Like, I've had so many things happen to me. I've gone through so many things based on having to deal and cope with living with sickle cell disease. So it's funny now. I try to make light of everything after it has happened, because at the end of the day, I cannot come and kill myself. I will not let this thing happen. First of all, I cannot kill me. That's not happening. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for staying and watching my video again. And like I said before, comment down below if there's any other thing you want me to talk about, if you want me to share other stories. I have a few other videos coming up planned for the fall winter weather that we are coming to right now. And yeah, you have a great day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care. Bye.